Hello everybody, my name's Jeff and I'm a part-time reseller. If you're new to my channel here, what I do is I go to thrift stores like this one I'm about ready to go into, and I look for things that are undervalued and I try to flip them online on my eBay and Poshmark store. This is one of the local stores near me, and I'm going to give it a try today and see what I can find and hopefully come out with a few good items. I'm usually trying to find around 10 things or so, 10 to 15 items, depending on how much time I have. So we're going to go in here and we're going to check it out. Stay with me and I'll show you what I find. All right, so here's the store we're going to hit up today. We'll see what kind of discounts they have. I was in here last week and they should have a different rotation on the discounted tags. So white and purple.
That's 719-551-0208.
All right, I just got out of the Goodwill store behind me here, and I did spend $103 today. So, and I got, I think it was 14 items. So that's not too bad. I think it was like $7.30 or so on my cost basis, which isn't great, but you know, I believe I'll still be fine with what I found. I'll show you what I got. So starting off, I always go through the hard goods, and normally I just don't find too many things that are either priced right or just not worth the time. But today I found a couple things I think are going to be okay. I got a couple of these Stihl battery chargers, and I have rarely, this is the first time I think I've ever run into Stihl chargers out at a thrift store. As you know or may know, Stihl makes power tools, and they're very expensive tools to buy, and the chargers are expensive. And when I was looking them up, they look like they were you know, $30-40 chargers, and I did get two of them, and I did pay $7.99 for each of them. So that's those. So $8 is, you know, not great, but I mean, if I can get around 40 for them, then that's pretty good. Next I got this Yamaha, looks like a receiver remote, and I like to look for remotes that have some value, and some of them do. This one does when I was looking it up, and this particular model, I did pay $2.99 for it, but I think it was going for about right around $20, somewhere close, like $18 to $20. So not too bad on that one. And then for the clothes, I found some Mugsy jeans. Don't run into these too often, but they're pretty good, and they usually sell fast. There's the logo. These are a smaller size, I think, but the squid inks, and they're black, decent shape, and they were $7.99. So not too bad. And I think you know, these are going to go in that $25 to $30 range, something like that. Next, I got a pair of these Prana men's belted camouflage long just pants. They're not convertible, but they do have the cargo pockets, and this one was $9.99. And these, I saw these consistently selling for around 30 to 35, so not too bad. If I can get 3 times, you know, that's kind of what I target. Try to look at that range, 3 times my money. Next up, I got these Peter Millar, like chino pants, and there's on the button there, you can see these were $8.99. These normally always sell really fast for me, and these usually get around that $30 range too. Next, I got these BKE, and these are the Jake Straight jeans, and they're the distressed leg on these. I don't know if I can hold them up right. Distressed pockets. Not too bad. They were $8.99. I think these will also go around the $30 range. Then I picked up these women's Cool, K-U-H-L pants. These are convertible, so the legs zip off, so they're shorts. You can make them shorts out of the zip off. And they're really nice. They have they have the button pockets. Like I said, the zip off legs. Good size on these, and they were $8.99. And next I got this Polo Ralph Lauren, like the vintage tag. If I can get it out there. And this is the reason I got this mainly is it's a 3XLT. 3XLT. It's a short sleeve with the pony on the front there. Pocket shirt. Nothing special about it, but the size is what's going to help on this one, and it was only $4.99. So this could be, you know, in that $20 to $25 range for sure. Next I got this, what is this? Oh, Travis Matthew, just a plain polo. I know a lot of people don't pick up Travis Matthew anymore, or a lot of people say they don't. I always do for the most part. Now, granted, this is very plain. It doesn't have any stripes, anything. It's just a white polo. But I found this in I also found a pink one in the same, basically the same exact shirt, same size. So somebody donated them. They're both very clean. I had to really look this over. If you get white clothes, make sure you look them over closely. But I looked it over and it looked good. And it was also on the purple tag, which was half off today. So $5.99. So this was $3. And same thing with this one. It was $5.99, half off for $3. So $3. So I'll lot these two up together, and could probably, because of the size, I think they're XLs. For that buy cost, I'll be able to do really pretty well on those, selling them as a lot. All right, and then next I found this Untuck It. I don't normally pick up Untuck It that much anymore, but this is that chambray, and for whatever reason, this kind of like that chambray denim look to it. They always sell for me. It's just a men's size large, nothing fancy about it, but it was purple tag, $5.99, so half off, $3 on that. You really can't go wrong with that one. That'll probably get around that $18 to $20-ish price tag on that. And then I normally don't buy kids clothes, or I don't really even look at kids clothes, but I saw this on the rack and it just jumped out at me because it has the big polo Ralph Lauren. It's got the big polo on the front, and where am I at here? I'm sorry, I'm upside down. That's the story of my life. Polo, there's the big polo like that, and then the inside tag like that. And it has the hood, just a youth size, but it was only $3.99. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't normally look for or sell kids clothes, but when it's Polo Ralph Lauren, there's always going to be some parent that just wants to make their kid look really preppy and whatever for school. So somebody will buy it, I'm sure. And then the best find of the day was this Dixon, and it's the Guns N' Roses, if you can see that. Guns N' Roses Dixon flannel, long sleeve. It is a medium size on it, but there's a little hit on the front, and really nice. When I was looking these up, I saw some really good comps on these. So this particular shirt is probably, I'm just gonna go around that $50 range for it, but I think it could get more. When I was seeing some higher, even closer to 100, it was probably brand new. So used, probably that right around that $50 range for this one. So that pretty much pays for half of what I bought in that one shirt. But that's what I got today, and I pretty happy with it overall. I mean, you know, like I said, in this area where I live, this is kind of the norm for price ranges, you know. And I found a lot of other things today. I found some good brands, but I just had to look everything up. I got to be careful, be a little bit, got to really critique what I'm buying just to make sure that I'm getting a margin. Normally I can always, you know, hit double, but when you add on the fees and different things, and if you don't make your shipping, because I always charge shipping on my items, but if I don't cover that cost just right, then I lose a little bit on the shipping. So you have to be very careful with everything and make sure you're covering it all. But anyway, that's what I got today. If you see anything, or if you found any of these items, let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Also on the price ranges where you're at in your areas, if you're finding that same kind of price range, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. Let me know what you're seeing. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me today, and we'll see you on the next video.